Justin's cleaning up all the dirty diapers from in the background so that we don't have gross diapers during this Q&A. But most of these questions, I'm not surprised because of the timing, are about the baby or babies and Emma and what's like life right now. But there are some good ones. I didn't think about answers yet, but I got them off of you guys on Instagram, and I'm gonna try and pop them up here if you guys want to read them, and if you guys asked them, you'll see your name, so it'll be kind of cool. But
jump right into
I'm gonna jump right into it. We're doing a Q&A because I feel like we've been getting so many questions in the comments and I haven't been able to answer all of them. Or if
That's why I like doing this type of stuff.
Yeah, and if I do, not everyone sees it. So this is the easiest way. When will you guys be shopping for a new car? I love car vlogs. We just talked about this yesterday. I think maybe in March. Yeah. March, April.
We're gonna start keeping our eyes peeled right now.
Yeah, we're looking.
But I think we want to purchase probably around.
I know the car I want. The thing is, it's really expensive and I haven't been able to find a pre-owned one, and I don't want to buy a brand new car. I just feel like they lose their value so quickly. So we
really want an SUV.
Yes.
But the ones that we want are very expensive. So we're slightly considering possibility of getting a van. And I think if we did, it would probably be like a Honda Odyssey.
Is what we're looking at.
I don't know if I like the style of many other ones.
I'm just not a minivan.
If we can avoid it, we will. We'll let you guys know.
We're trying to be smart about it, but we're still looking. We have not decided. We have a couple months. I don't think I want to buy until March or April. Yeah. So we have time, but we're looking.
Okay, the next one is, do you plan on the twins sharing rooms? Yes. So we are trying to figure out still which room we want to use. If we want to move Emma to the other room, or if we want to keep Emma in that room. We don't know. We're going to figure it out. But yes, the twins will be sharing.
Yeah. Emma's got more closet space and a better layout for 2 cribs, I think. So we might, but we have to decide that. But they're not going to get their own room until like 4 to 5 months old. I think we put Emma in her own room at 5 months old. So like we don't have a rush to figure it out at all. That would be like next year that we'd be doing it. So we have time, but they will share a room. And even if they're boy girl, like they're gonna share a room for a while. And then if Emma wanted to share with like a sister or something, then she could do that when she's older, because I shared a room with my sister until I was in 8th grade. I liked it. I think maybe not so much in middle school, but like as a kid, I loved sharing a room with my sister. I don't think there's anything wrong with kids sharing a room, and it's gonna be fun for them. They're gonna enjoy it together. Heck, if they 3 want to share a room, they can. What are you guys most nervous about with having the twins? I guess I'm not nervous for having the twins necessarily. Like I know it's gonna be crazy. I'm just nervous for the pregnancy. I was telling Justin the other day, I'm like scared with like, I don't know, Emma used to kick me when I was really far along, obviously, and would hurt my rib cage. And so like there's gonna be 2 babies in there. Like that kind of scares me. So like just the pregnancy itself being a bigger risk pregnancy. And then
I think for me, the biggest thing I'm nervous about is making sure that we have everything that we need for twins. Like not so much like financially, but just making sure that we have everything that we need. And I'm not concerned about having twins. I'm not nervous about taking care of the babies, but just making sure we have what we need in order to do that.
And like NICU time or premature labor, like all that kind of stuff is scary, but I haven't even seen my OB yet. And so I don't know everything like he's gonna recommend and all that stuff yet. So we'll figure that out. But right now I'm just nervous for the pregnancy. I know that it's gonna be hard. Like I know that, but that's not what I'm nervous about, I guess I would say.
How do you think Emma is going to do with 2 new additions? I honestly think that we both think that she's gonna just flourish. She loves kids so much.
She loves them.
And I think she's gonna be absolutely obsessed with them.
Yeah.
And
I think she'll have her jealous times because it's gonna be a huge change.
Every kid does.
But like it's gonna be hard, but she's also gonna love it. Like she loves Leo, she loves our nephews, she loves our best friend's kids. Like she loves kids.
And I think that's cool is that she's had a lot of time recently to where we've spent time with Leo and Christian, and where she's seen us watch them and love on them with her around. So I don't think she's gotten too jealous.
We're not stupid. Like we know she's gonna have a hard time adjusting, like any kid will, but like we're gonna make sure that we have like special time for her and everything, so that she never feels like left out or anything like that. And so it'll be a hard adjustment, but I think she's gonna love it. Like I really think she's gonna just be so happy when we come home from the hospital. I can't wait to see her when we get home from the hospital. It's gonna be so sweet. Are you going to find out the genders? Justin and I are not fighting about this, but we're on different pages about
Wait, what? I thought you were on the same page as me.
No, I told you I thought it would be fun.
Oh.
And you said there's no way.
I feel like with twins, I want to be as prepared as we can. So like knowing if it's a boy and a girl or a girl and a girl, that way we get the right stuff, because it's not like having one where you're like, oh, like that's a lot of responsibility. And so if something is not right, I'm gonna be like,
I just think it would be so okay, because we thought like I told you guys, I thought for sure we were having one baby, and I had asked Justin if we could wait to find out the gender, and he was like, absolutely, that'd be so much fun. And then we found our twins, and he changed his mind because it's like 2, and so I was like, kind of like, I get that, like I totally get that, but like I also think it would be so fun to like find out.
Her and I will hash that out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna argue about it. No. I think eventually I'll probably end up.
We're gonna have to figure out what's gonna work.
Like going with you, but like we'll
try and prepare as much as we can so that could happen maybe.
But but if we didn't, then the next baby I would for sure want to wait. Like, I don't know. I think it would be so much fun. I know you guys will hate that. You guys will like find out the gender right now, and I'm just like, I think it'd be fun. Are the twins fraternal or identical? So what it looks like right now is that they're fraternal. We don't know 100%. So there's different kinds of twins. I think it's like di, mono di, and something else. I don't know. I need to do more research. But basically, identical twins, they either share a sac and a placenta, or they're 2 sacs and 1 placenta, I think. And then there's the kind that could be identical or fraternal, which is where there's 2 sacs and 2 placentas. So that's what we think we're gonna be having, because we have 2 babies and 2 yolk sacs. We're like 90% sure that we're having fraternal because we put 2 embryos in. But our doctor told us there is the chance that they are identical. But I think that the likelihood is very low, so because we put 2 in. We'll see when we have a boy or a girl. If it's a boy and a girl, then you'll know for sure. If it's 2 girls, you'll find out when they come out. Either they'll look different, or you can get some sort of blood test, I think it is, done to find out. But I'm like 99, I would even say % sure that they're fraternal, which is why we keep saying we think it's one of each, maybe. Yeah, I think it's one of each. I know, I've gone more to that than I have before. I thought for sure it was 2 girls, and now I'm like, maybe it's one of each, because probably because I was right about the twins. No, it's because I had a dream about it before we found out we were having twins. Yeah. And now I'm like, well, maybe my dream was right. Did you decide on how long you're going to have Emma wear her outlet to bed? Oh, this is funny. This was in our last thing. We didn't. We were still having her wear it every night, and then 2 weeks ago, it broke. It just stopped working. I don't know what happened. It stopped charging. And so we've kind of just naturally stopped using it, which I think was actually good for me, because I don't think I would have been ready to just stop on my own. And it doesn't make financial sense right now to go out and buy another one, because... Well, because the first one broke a long time ago. I don't know if we ever mentioned that. So like her very first one... Or Mr. Like someone 8 months ago, we had to get a new one. And now we're like, we're not going to get a new one, man. That's dumb. So. Yeah, well, there's no point. She's like 13 months, almost 14 months old. So we kind of just naturally weaned off of it the last couple of weeks. And so we're going to have to get 2 more, because I'm going to freak out with the babies making sure. But we did stop using it. But not by choice necessarily. It just kind of happened. Yeah. But it was good. It was like a good way for it to happen. Do you know your due date yet? No. So we thought we did with Emma as well. The fertility clinic gives you a due date, but then our doctor changed it. And we haven't seen our doctor. So we'll find out soon. Yeah, and he might even, so he could change it, and he could also move it, like, I don't know with twins if they're gonna like count like your actual due date and say that you know, they're coming 4 weeks early or whatever. Like, he's gonna probably give us his due date based on how the babies are measuring. And that's what happened with Emma. They gave us a certain due date, and he's changed it, like, not a lot, but like 2 or 3 days. So I mean, we can't give a specific day yet. We'll know when we meet with him, which is next week. If you guys didn't do YouTube as a job, where do you think you will be right now? Where do you think you would be right now? I think you'd still be in the military. Yes. And living in if Chicago. That's what it was, we'd be in Illinois right now. Yeah, we'd be living in Illinois. Yeah. And probably not pregnant. Probably not. Because and I'd be gone I'd have to fly like home all the time. I'd be working 7 days a week there. Probably not very happy. Yeah. That sounds terrible. No, well, we would be happy. So that's the thing. So I had like, before I got out, I had like force orders to go back to boot camp to be an instructor. And that's like a 7-day job week. And we were not looking forward to doing that, especially because we wanted to have kids. I just felt miserable up there when I was there. I didn't like the setting. Not good memories. Yeah, and so I think that's where I think that's where we would be. Yeah. And so it's crazy how things have worked out. I would probably still be a stay-at-home mom, That was what the plan was originally, even before YouTube. And so, but he'd probably still be in the military, and we'd probably just be waiting for our next station to like get out of Illinois, because I didn't want to move there. Nothing wrong with Chicago, nothing wrong with Illinois, nothing wrong with any of that. I just don't do cold. When Justin graduated boot camp, it was freezing in October, and that wasn't even like the cold part of the year. So life would be completely different. We probably would still, we would obviously still have Emma, but we would probably not be pregnant, because we would have had to fly home to do fertility treatments, and it would have been a lot. We probably would have waited a little bit longer so we could have more family around with
It's
more
crazy
babies.
to think about where we would be. That really is a cool question, because
It's cool.
you start to think about that.
I'm just so happy with where we are now. Like, we're so lucky. Do you think the twins will have Emma's red hair? I'll die if they do.
I don't know.
I
really don't think they're gonna. Like, at first I thought they would, but now I've been thinking about it.
I think it's pretty rare. I don't know people who have like more than one kid and that all of them have red hair, unless like both parents had red hair.
I don't know.
I think it's pretty rare. I think we got pretty rare with Emma getting her hair red. So
I think they're gonna be like that sun bleached blonde.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be cute if they did. I would be so happy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I bet they'll both be blondes, whether they're boys or girls. Last question, which is a good question, is financially, how are you preparing for twins, or how will you prepare? This is like a big thing that we're working on right now. So the big step for us before getting pregnant to us was getting a house, which obviously we have done that. So that's like a good step. We have a lot more space. We have, you know, it was more expensive to buy a house, obviously, but worth it. It's an investment, and it's something that we, can do whatever we want with it. Financially, we have a lot of saving to do, like a lot of saving with any baby. Yeah. But there's some bigger purchases that are coming because of it. So like the car, that's a big one.
And there's been things that we were wanting to do with the house that I think now we're gonna have to kind of take a step back and put a hold on.
And that's fine. Like that's totally fine. We're not
like you said, it's an investment. We're gonna be here for a long time, so we just have to be careful. That's all.
I'm trying to think if there's like any other things besides like obviously saving. Like the car is a big one. We have always paid cash for our cars. We don't have car payments. It's just something we didn't want. I never have had one. I bought my car from my mom in high school. Justin's parents
such a good feeling.
Split the cost when he bought his car in high school. And then we got his car a couple years later, which we got for a really good deal from a family friend. And then mine we got at CarMax just a year ago. So we just don't want a car payment. And so that's why we're trying to save up so much money right now so that we can get the car that we want. Yeah, we're gonna get pre-owned. We've never bought a brand new car. They lose their value so quickly. We are buying a pre-owned SUV or minivan, whatever we can find next year, like I said. So just big things, like we'll have to get not doubles of everything, but there's certain things that I will want to get a double.
We gotta start making a list.
So another crib,
and we gotta start checking
another car seat. It's not like you can reuse everything because you're gonna need 2 of everything. So just a lot of savings. That's the financial thing that we're doing, is just trying to set aside as much as we can, putting big things like he said on hold, and we have to make some sacrifices. Like we haven't gotten our couch yet, if you guys haven't noticed, because it's a big purchase, and so I want to save enough to where it's not going to take all of our saving for something else away. So it's going to be kind of hard, but at the same time, like, it's worth it. So it's not like we're upset about it. I like saving. I think it's fun to see your savings like grow really quickly.
It's fun to be able to be in control of your money, you know what I mean? And knowing where it's going.
That's it for the questions. That was like, honestly, the questions were all basically the same thing. Like just about the babies, about like when I'm due, about, the twins and all these things that are like so exciting. I am 8 weeks today, so I'm still super early, which is crazy because I feel like most people don't talk about this, but because we film our lives, we share from like the very beginning. Because I mean, we couldn't film the whole IVF process and then not tell you guys if I was pregnant or not. You'd figure it out. So it's just kind of life right now. It's 8 weeks, and we have our OB appointment this week, our last fertility clinic appointment, and I'm just excited.
And then your shots will be done soon.
In a couple weeks, 4 weeks. Okay, but anyways, that is it, you guys. I just hope we were able to answer some of the questions that you guys have been asking, because those are literally like most of the questions. Like as I was scrolling through, most of them were repeats of the ones that we answered already.
But yeah, if you guys do, make sure you guys let us know, because we'll definitely do another Q&A again sometime soon.
Yeah, definitely. Anyways, that's it, and we'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.
Bye guys.
Bye.